Okay, so most of the time I notice the editors write common messages as reason to reject the paper that do not reflect the paper-centered message. Right. So when they reject you, often, if you imagine that this happens to 90% of publications sent to some journals, so that means they're just rejecting things left and right. Okay. So, and if they have to sit down and write you a poem about why they rejected you, it will be forever job, they would never go home. So, what I'm thinking is that in those cases, um, you can write to whoever informs you of the outcome, and you can ask them whether it is possible to find out why they rejected you. If in the letter it says it's out of the scope, then I wouldn't bother contacting them again, um, unless you repackage your product or however you want to do it. Yeah. So don't expect thorough feedback. Just try to get as much information as you can. Yeah. All right. One recurring issue I have experienced with manuscript rejections concerns interdisciplinary work. For example, I submitted a paper on forestry that incorporates microbial analysis variations in the forest yield. A forestry journal says the manuscript would be more appropriate for a microbiology-focused journal. Transferring the manuscript is recommended, is rejected again with a short time with the new editor advising. Sorry, I know it's not funny to you, but yeah, it's like a little catch-22. The cycle has repeated multiple times. Okay, so in this case, I don't have a magic answer. What I would do is I would pick one. It seems like to me your heart goes to forestry because this is solving a very important issue in the forest industry. A very good friend of mine is a phytopathologist, and he does these diseases of different plant trees, I mean fruit trees like almonds and things like this. And so I know from him how challenging, and they do a lot of this microbiological analysis and DNA analysis and trying to identify the pathogens and all these things. So I would say, can you find another journal except these two that you've been going back and forth, if I understood correctly? So that's one option, to find a completely different journal. You could even try my favorite. It's called Scientific Reports. They published anything interesting, okay? And anytime I don't know where to go, I send it to them, and they usually pass you through the peer review if it's at all relevant, and they publish anything. So maybe that one. So yeah, a new journal, or pick one of these two, repackage your product, give it a more focused spin to what they want to hear, and sell your story that way, if that makes sense, to emphasize what they want to hear. It's just that way. I don't know.